Let's try this again. Hear ye, gather around for another edition of Young Kings Wrestling featuring the Sovereign Soundboard. As always, you can find us on most platforms that stream your favorite podcast episodes, including Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, among others. If you're listening on iTunes, we prefer that you leave us a review of the 5-star kind. Links to all the platforms and the merchandise available at ykwrestling.com. And also at ykwrestling.com, go ahead and click that link that says Pro Wrestling Pro Choice from our friends over at Creation World. Get you a nice t-shirt designed by our good friend Jizzy Durus. All proceeds go to the Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project. And if you don't feel comfortable, you should donate there anyway. You won't get a nice shirt, but you feel good about a good cause that you're donating to. As always, I am the thespian T.C. Fontaine, joined by today
the world's strongest man, Rick Henry.
Rick Henry. Okay. I ain't mad at that. It's you don't want to be like Rick Flacco today or something.
Nah.
You got the jersey on.
I'm not gonna do too much. I mean, I'm happy.
Okay.
But, I ain't gonna push it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. Yeah, y'all didn't sign Joe Flacco. Now you a fan again, huh?
Hey, listen, dude was terrible last week.
Yeah, he been terrible for a while now.
Yeah, a long time.
Years.
I ain't.
Yeah, he had a fluke little run 10 years ago. It was a fluke. Hey, folks, it's the NFL, bro. Folks catch fire, and then you can't do nothing about it. Folks catch fire at the right time. Every team that's worth their salt, at least every playoff team, they go on a run that's about 3-4 games long, and they just hot. Sometimes people go on that run in the last 3-4 games of the season, and that's what seemed to happen. It is what it is. Did you freeze? Damn, we just started, and he froze.
A few moments later.
All right, we back, y'all. See, that's what happened. See, you come on here with a Jets jersey, and your internet don't mess up later into the show. It mess up in the first 3 minutes. How that work?
That's crazy.
Make sense. I don't know. Let's just, before it happens again, let's jump into the show, man. How you doing this week, Reed? We living? Disregard my green screen fucking up.
Yeah, I'm most definitely living. I'm having a good week.
You know, this bothering me. See, they trying to sabotage us right now. Every time something happens, we like to blame Tony Khan, and he feeling himself because the Jaguars shut out the Colts today. So he probably over here feeling himself, and he said, they are our biggest haters. We're gonna fuck up their show more than usual. That's what's happening right now. This will never happen. Let me figure this out right quick.
Sending She-Hulk after you out here.
Facts. You see that?
That's wild.
Never mind that. But we good though. We living. How we living this Saturday, Sunday.
I mean, I'd be better if I had some bets to cash out, but
Facts.
You know how this goes already.
Man.
I gotta tell you.
That's how like we was talking about this before we started recording. We said Vince McMahon got a new job as a consultant for Roger Goodell in the NFL because some of this shit that's been happening don't make no sense.
Yep.
Go see the Jets.
Y'all was down 2 scores with like 2 minutes left in the game, and all of a sudden they win by 1.
The Jets. Hold on. Let me pull up my scoreboard right quick, and I promise you we're gonna talk about some wrestling today. Talk about nothing but football in the first 5 minutes of a wrestling podcast. All right. So let me see what we had here.
I said, let me find out. Let me find out. Vince got a new job
Yeah.
booking football games.
Yeah, that's all it is. We talk about Vince McMahon. It's still wrestling. He still owns the company, so he still count. Case in point, the Jets and Browns, the Ravens and the Dolphins. That was the most egregious example that I can think of today. And then if y'all haven't been paying attention, go check out what happened in the Falcons and Rams game in the second half of that one. And then we already mentioned the Jaguars shut out a team, which shouldn't ever happen. It's fake as hell. I think Vince McMahon started writing boxing too, because the way that fight last night was looking. Man, Triple G looked washed as fuck until the 9th round. All of a sudden, he got some juice.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, and then I started like keeping up with it on Twitter and everything like that. I'm so glad I didn't, because I'd have been mad. I'd have really been mad,
bro. Yeah, it was all bad. And I was going to bet on Canelo, and Canelo was like minus 500 odds, which ain't shit.
Yeah.
Like, because I only bet $5 anyway. So I would have cashed out like 19 cents or something like that.
Crazy.
It was less than $1, I'll tell you that much. I'll just shut it down. I'll say, fuck that.
Oh, yeah, of course.
What I'm going to do with less than $1? Nothing. But anyway, let's talk about some wrestling. We watched wrestling all week long. What you been checking out this week? I ain't watched nothing, but I watched the Mae Young Classic. That's about it.
Like I say, I don't think I was watching the wrestling this week outside of like the regular shows. I was just kind of keeping up with this week's stuff.
Yeah.
Get back on my 03.
Thanks. I checked out the Mae Young Classic, the first one. I only watched the first round, which was like the first like 4 episodes. I'm gonna check out the second round later. This was actually around the time I started following women's wrestling, so it's dope to see how far like a lot of the women that were in this tournament have come in the last 5 years. Like Bianca, like we already know about her. One, like Bianca, like try to make this sound as unperverted as possible. Body wise, has gotten so much better. Like the muscle she has packed on in the last 5 years is.
Oh yeah.
I got down, started doing push-ups. I seen that. I was like,
she cut up.
Oh, shout out to Montez Ford. I think this is like around the time they first started dating. He was front row for her match. He been a real nigga since the beginning. Rhea Ripley, like totally different person. Totally different. Shayna Baszler, like, you know, she used to have a Dora Explorer cut. Xia Li had the Monica cut from 1997.
Yo, she did.
Xia Li looked like a sister. Okay,
right.
Also in this tournament, man, like Kaylee Ray, Piper Niven, Doudrop, Mia Yim was in here. She looked different. Is it Tay Conti or Ty Conti?
I guess it's Ty, but
I always thought it was Ty when she was NXT, and then she goes to AEW and they was calling her Tay, and I guess like, you know, you got a bunch of white people, they don't know how to pronounce names the way they should be pronounced.
Yeah, because like her whole name is like is Tayanara, so yeah, like I don't know where you got Tay from.
They was calling her Tay for a good year, and they started calling her Ty Conti. I don't know.
Well, you know, almost exclusively. So
yeah,
no surprise.
And then Toni Storm was in there too. It was some women on the indie scenes. They haven't really been doing much like TV wise, but it was good to see some names in there that I hadn't seen in a while. So I want to go check out and see what a lot of these other ladies are doing. It was some women from in Impact Wrestling over the last couple years that were in there too. So it was pretty dope. I'm going to continue and check out round 2 and round 3 and round 4, which was the finals. Shout out to Kairi Sane. Y'all remember she won the first Mae Young. I'm gonna watch Mae Young too, because I might as well. But yeah, that's all I watched this past week. But we got some history lessons today in wrestling history. 2005, Unforgiven took place, and that was it was decent. It was a decent card. Ric Flair beat Carlito to win the Intercontinental Championship. His old ass winning titles in 05. This was a few weeks or so before Triple H beat his ass.
Yeah.
He beat the shit out of Ric Flair too.
And I can't blame him after he started wilding out after the match.
Yeah. Like, oh boy.
Bro, we on TV.
Yeah, you know yeah. I forgot about that.
You gotta chill out.
No, this man pulled this man. If y'all remember, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened because I forgot about it. I forgot about it. This man, Ric Flair, pulled 5 of the most, but it was a 3.
I think it was 3.
It was either between 3 to 5 of the most butterface ass women I have ever seen before. And then I had to go looking. I was like, man, where does pay-per-view take place at? Because I was like, the way these women looking, this pay-per-view either took place in Alabama or Oklahoma. And if I remember correctly, it took place in Oklahoma properly. I gotta go. It's Googleable. Let me go check. But if I remember correctly, it was in Oklahoma, and he pulled either 3 to 5 of some of the most butterface looking women I have ever seen from ringside after he won, and took them backstage with him so they could take a ride on Space Mountain.
Yep.
They didn't even leave the parking lot. They just stayed there. Oklahoma City. I was right.
Yep.
Damn shame, Rick. But elsewhere we had Matt Hardy and Edge in a cage match. Matt Hardy won that one. And in the main event, Kurt Angle beat John Cena by disqualification in a match for the WWE title. And that was the beginning of fans turning on John Cena because they was not rocking with it after that. It was over with. And what else happened today in wrestling history, man? Unforgiven. And then there was Night of Champions 2011. John Cena beat Alberto Del Rio for the WWE title, and then Randy Orton beat Mark Henry for the World Heavyweight title. That's what happened there. And then in the main event, Triple H beat CM Punk. Because Triple H, it was just doing shit in the fourth quarter of 2011. He was just doing shit.
Like it was golden sledgehammer time.
That was after the roster walked out on him, too.
Yeah.
So if Triple H lost that match, he would have had to resign as a COO. Triple H held like 17 different positions in the last 10 years.
Oh, God. Like, I mean, the dude's been backstage, like, doing some kind of work back there for, like, years prior. But once he got in a title, all of a sudden it was, like, one after another after another.
Yeah. In fact, in the last 6 weeks alone, he's held 3 titles. Yeah. That's the crazy part. Things constantly changing back there. But speaking of Triple H, I'm gonna give a happy early birthday to his boss, his wife Stephanie McMahon. Her birthday is later this week, and then a happy belated birthday to Teddy Long. And since it was Teddy Long's birthday, it was also my birthday. So happy belated birthday to me.
Shout out to a real one.
Hey, that's how we go, man. So it's just you, and then after that, was it Katie? Was she the last one? Turned 30?
I think so. Yeah.
Ooh, man. Everybody getting old.
Wow. It's getting scary out here.
Old, man. So I'm gonna pass the buck over to you, man, for our royal address of rumors.
Oh man. Okie dokie. So yeah, let's talk about this real quick. So earlier this week, and in fact last week we talked about this. Oh boy, Patrick got arrested, right? Mm-hmm. And of course, anytime something goes on with him, everyone talking. Well, he had something to say, and he got on the Twitterverse or Instagram, whichever one first.
It was IG.
Yeah, IG.
Which I think that explains why he was, is this thing on for 15 seconds?
Oh yeah,
it was IG Live, which makes sense now. I thought he was, cokehead tendencies.
Yeah, I was a little concerned about that too, but he got on there, and he started going in on Mr. Ethan Carter III, EC3, because, you know, you heard before, he had made some allegations about my guy recording some bathroom privacy out here. And he basically said, yo, let's not change the script out here. Let's not act like we wasn't all partying, chilling, getting crazy. And let's not act like there wasn't some powder on that table when we was there. That we was both indulging it. And let's not act like in the process of us doing all these activities, my phone got left on the counter and, you know, some things just, you know, wound up happening. I wasn't in no state to be trying to record nobody at all. But yeah, he definitely shot some shots out here to let the people know, listen, mind you, didn't really necessarily deny a whole lot of else stuff was going on, just had to address that particular elephant.
Yeah.
That yeah, some dude out here is a little just as wild as me that's acting innocent. But that was pretty funny. And some other news that you ain't gonna be too happy about. Y'all guy Tony D is hurt again.
And forget about
it. Yeah, the next 2 episodes of NXT were pre-taped. So in real time during a live event, Tony got it looked like he had a head injury initially, but they took him to the back. It was actually a knee injury. Don't know how serious it is, but it's said to be something that he might miss some time for.
Real quick, let me jump back to this EC3 thing, because I seen a statement from EC3 earlier. And he ended up actually doing a whole interview talking about it, but then like he released another statement to another dirt sheet, and he said, "In life, I forgive everyone for everything that has been done to me. I personally have never failed a drug test from any employer, nor been arrested for drug usage, paraphernalia, assault, battery, or any other inappropriate behavior, unlike some people. My forgiveness includes Patrick Clark for setting up a video recording device in the bathroom of my home. As far as any other accusations and allegations against him, I hope he finds the help he needs. EC3."
Damn.
Hey.
Oh man.
Now that's a damn shame.
My bad.
Show. This is a show going on out here. And just a few, not even a few hours ago, or an hour ago, another person that dropped a statement was Mr. Malakai Black, also known as Aleister Black in WWE.
I forgot to actually read that.
Yeah, so he came out to set the record straight about everything that's been going on. And I won't go through the whole thing, but basically, in a nutshell, he kind of just wanted to let the fans know he's appreciative of all the well wishes. And the fact of the matter is that in the 22 years he's been in the business, he hasn't really properly taken the time to take a step back and, you know, take some time to himself and evaluate what's going on with him. But also, he's had a lot of crazy, you know, stuff going on in his life. You know, him and Zelina both, you know, had some issues with their people close to them in their lives, people that they've lost, medical issues, a lot of really crazy stuff that's been going on that they haven't taken time to address. And maybe that might explain why we haven't seen Zelina as well, since that's something that we both asked at some point in time.
Yeah, which I'm gonna hold myself personally accountable for, because after Brody Lee, I said I wouldn't do that for any wrestler who just disappears. However, in Zelina's case, I thought she was hurt. I remember she was hurt a while ago, and then I didn't know she was still hurt until I looked at the roster page on Wikipedia, and it didn't say she was hurt anymore. So, but I'm a personally hold myself accountable for that. I'm going to stop speculating and inquiring on the whereabouts of wrestlers who just disappear off TV. I know it's very hypocritical for a segment later on in this show, but it is what it is.
Yeah, this is. I'm going to preface the segment that's coming later on by, if anything like this is going on with a current wrestler, then I will rescind what I'm going to say later on. But yeah, he just wanted to clear the air about that. He didn't like the fact that these dirt sheets were out here airing out his personal conversations, the ops in particular, because they were the main ones responsible for this. We good. We just gonna keep it going. But yeah,
It's bothering me. Hold on, keep talking.
But he did go on to say that one of the factors that came into him taking time off was the fact that, you know, on top of everything else that's been going on, when he asked for his release, one of the issues that came up was the fact that he says professionally, things that he was expected to get, things that were supposed to work out, didn't get worked out. Looking at you, Tony. But yeah, there wasn't. He said specifically there wasn't one thing that you could put the button
that shit
on.
didn't work.
Yeah, he said there wasn't like one thing that you could point to, but it all kind of just came up in one big bomb. So he's been mulling this decision over for the last 6 months, and he finally decided to make it.
I think it's funny how a lot of people suddenly are coming out and just saying they have all these problems and things that they were promised to them weren't fulfilled.
That reminds me.
Brian Cage.
Just to segue that into something else. So Brian Pillman Jr. did an interview on Renee Dupree's podcast. You remember when Brian Pillman was on TV, don't you? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Anyway, so
remember I said I wanted to see Brian Pillman Jr. do something after I watched him talk about his dad on what's that shit called, Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah,
I said I hope they give him some opportunities to do something, because like the way he was talking about the life he was living, I feel like, I mean, people don't necessarily deserve career opportunities because they suffered, abuse, but they deserve to be given an opportunity to prove themselves, that they can carry and be given more opportunities. I feel like, personally, especially in a business where, you have to get people to emotionally connect with you. And by having a background like that, that's actually a very easy way to get the crowd invested in you. But who am I? I'm not the 2-time Booker of the Year. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, this was something that he was talking about because he was asked specifically about Julia Hart.
Yeah.
And she was a main part of the Varsity Blondes, a part of their group. And he wasn't happy about the fact that they just pulled her out of that group and stuck her with the House of Black. And just kind of paraphrasing him a little bit, he said it's pretty clear that when we lost her, that we kind of lost our edge a little bit. We lost a spark that made us a good group. And, we could have gotten over a lot better keeping her together there. I think that there was a lot of, playing into her strengths with, with all three of us together. So, he's like, I wasn't happy about it at all, if I'm being honest, but it's not my show. It's business. And, the fact of the matter is that we kind of lost our potential once, she got going. And as we just said, since she's been gone, when's the last time we seen Brian Pillman and the group in general on a show that's not dark or dark elevation, because we don't watch that shit.
Nah. So you said that, I got Kelly Clarkson stuck in my head. That might be the episode title, because I might be saying it a few times because it's ingrained. Shout out to Kelly Clarkson. She got some bangers. She got some slaps for a country singer. Hey, y'all know I think I've talked about this before. I love country music. I don't listen to it all the time, but when I do listen to it, I'll be on that. Shout out to Tim McGraw.
I don't, but I
No, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, at my job, one of my jobs actually, I work, if y'all know, I work event services in Las Vegas. And so like throughout the year, all throughout Vegas, they have these rodeos So you just see a bunch of people just walking around in cowboy hats all the fucking time.
Yeah, I know
and so like I be working these rodeos, man, and them people for some drunk, possibly racist Trump supporters, they actually pretty nice. When they spending money, they nice. When they having a good time, they enjoying themselves, they nice.
I'll say this, and like y'all could take it for what you want to take it. I don't take a lot of stock in what the news says because I personally have not met a rude or racist or out of pocket Trump supporter in person,
bro.
That's just me. I have not met one.
I'm not.
And like I've had conversations with these people, like genuine conversations, and like, yeah, they're opinionated and they say what's on their mind, but like, I'm about vibes. Like I pay attention to the way people act and how they talk. The ones I have met, and I've met a good few of them, they not the way that the people in the media and stuff talk about them. That's just my personal perspective from what I've seen. That's just me. I'm not, everybody got, their own opinions on it, but from personal experience, I have not seen it like that. That's all I'm gonna say.
I only met one. I only interacted with one. Only one has ever pissed me off during said interactions. But outside of that, like I went to a gun range, right? For my birthday. You know, at a gun range, you're gonna have a lot of Trump supporters at a fucking gun range. Like,
of course.
Them the people that talk about guns the most. People was actually nice. I was walking in there kind of like, man, these white people in here with these NRA shirts, man. I don't know. But they was solid people. They was nice. Like I never shot a gun before. So they was like, it's your first time? Oh wow. White people with guns, they get excited. So like I'm not,
Yeah. So that's what I just say, listen, the media is funny. I'm not, I'm not saying like there ain't some extra
I don't know.
in there,
I don't know how we got into this conversation, but let's circle back.
I'm just throwing that out there. Anyway, getting back to this,
country music.
Round out,
okay.
To round out the almost, to round out the almost exclusively white news, Jeff Hardy is said to be back soon. I don't know how that's even news, but yeah, he had to go through rehab. He done did that, and I don't know. The only thing I will say is that the fact that they put him in rehab to begin with is shocking to me because the lack of accountability that Anthony has in his company has been put on full display. If it wasn't already within the past 2 weeks,
it's killing me, bro.
Yeah, you definitely.
when did this ever happen like this? See, soon as you started talking about Anthony, this started happening again. This didn't happen for the whole Trump conversation.
No, it didn't.
I'm telling you, he tapped in.
It's crazy. Yeah, he be trying to ruin
something. I have thoughts on this Jeff Hardy news because I've seen it, and peasant pendant because priorities all fucked up. This man gets out of rehab, you want to rush him back to TV. Priorities. He doesn't need to be wrestling. He probably shouldn't wrestle anymore anyway, but he should definitely stay away, find something more productive to do, something a little bit more healthy to do while you're in recovery, instead of just getting back and getting to the grind and taking bumps. Because when you start taking bumps again, they're going to have you wrestling in these ladder matches and all this bullshit to where you're going to get hurt and you're going to have the need to, medicate yourself in the way that you're most comfortable. And then we're going to be right back here again. And the holidays coming up is actually one of the worst times to be around that shit. So I personally I would say, all right, Jeff, I don't want you to come back to TV. I want you to go through all these things, all these steps that are necessary. And then we'll reevaluate here, probably at the start of the new year or something.
Yeah.
Bring this man back to TV as soon as he get out of rehab. I'm assuming he was in a 90-day rehab or something. It's been about 3 months.
Right. That's stupid. And it not just the fact that they rush him back, but like you said, they put him in these matches that people are known for seeing him in. And Jeff is in his mid-40s right now.
Yeah.
He done 44. had already disclosed that he has back issues from all them damn swatons that he had taken off of ladders, through tables, and all kinds of other furniture and objects. So it's not even so much of like the drinking and all this other shit. Like I think that's kind of, you know, subsided a little bit, but now it's like you said, you know, medicating. You gotta deal with this pain because him and Matt both. I mean, they done got their bodies done been bent, twisted, and folded all kinds of ways. So
Right.
now it's like you gotta medicate just to kind of make it through some of these matches. And the biggest thing that kind of woke me up to that type of stuff was that Kurt Angle doc a couple weeks ago. Because I mean, this is a dude that broke his neck, what, 4 or 5 times?
No, you said way more than that.
Well, in a span of time between him being in WWE and stuff like that. But it's like this dude was pumping himself full of so much drugs, and you couldn't even tell because of the way he was just getting in there and wrestling. But he was just numbing himself to get through all of it. But then as soon as he got outside, off camera, and away from wrestling, it was like dude was lost in the sauce.
He talked about he was on a schedule. So like his schedule made it so like he wouldn't be fucked up during his matches. But after the matches, it's go time. And we don't need that. We don't need and Kurt has been through that. He's recovered. And honestly, if you're an addict, you never fully recovered because there's always that chance. Look at Jeff. Like, you know how many times we thought he was recovered and then same fucking shit going on, bro. So like Jeff is still constantly in recovery, and a guy like Kurt Angle's still in recovery, and he's been through that. And he already said, like, I don't want to go through that shit again. That withdrawal process, I don't want to do that again.
Right.
And like Jeff Hardy, where like before, like we haven't heard much about Jeff being on the pills again. Like he probably feels the same way, but he's replaced those pills with alcohol in recent years. How many DUIs? Like 3 since like 2018.
Something like that. Since they came back in 2017. At least it was at least 3.
No, I think one of them wasn't like a full DUI. I think it was just a incident where he was just drunk, but like I don't think he was driving, and then he got the DUI like months later.
Yeah, it was one of the two because then they turned that shit into an angle in 2020.
Yeah, Elias never got his lick back neither.
He might be about to get it. Because Ezekiel is no longer on the WWE page if you look. So I ventured to guess.
And getting Ezekiel no more.
Yeah, you knew when Triple H took the job, you knew it was just curtains for him.
Yeah, he overstepping a little bit too much for me. Because I'll talk about it later, but doing too much.
And so last thing, so we saw the press conference the other day. Logan Paul is.
I was gonna bring that up later.
Oh, well. All right, so
talk about it now. Talk about it now.
I was gonna say I'm just gonna tack something on the end of that if you want to talk about it. But
yeah, let me just talk about it right now. Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns has been announced for the Universal Undisputed Championship at Crown Jewel? Yeah, Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. They had a press conference in Las Vegas. Y'all raggedy bitches did not say nothing about it until last minute. And I did not know that it was a public press conference. It was in Las Vegas. I would have called off work and went to that press conference. If I would have known it was public and y'all was letting people interview these wrestlers, we could have got some exposure for Young Kings Wrestling. I do not like that. Shout out to Lo from Wrestling Wind Down. Let's see, she got to interview Roman Reigns. Shout out to my boy Jody. Took a picture with Nick Khan. I could have took a picture with Nick Khan. So you
on the right side of Khan history.
Right. You the best Khan who's an executive of a wrestling company out here. Big facts.
Yeah.
It's not even no shade. That's a literal fact.
No, that's true.
Other Khan ain't booking $1 billion deals like him.
Nope.
Just not. But no. I do have one thing to say about this because y'all was mad because Logan Paul. Every time Logan Paul show up, y'all just get mad. You niggas get so upset. Like,
It's
How
me.
many-
I'm niggas.
I'm not niggas because I thrive off negativity. I love when y'all get mad at shit. And the fact that y'all thought y'all was just not gonna get mad at things no more when Vince was gone. And here come his son-in-law doing the same shit. I told y'all, I don't remember what show it was on. It might have been here, it might have been Smacking and Raw, but I said around the time Triple H took over, I said nothing fundamentally is going to change. And here we are.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Nothing is different. Celebrities in Saudi Arabia getting big matches. Celebrities in Saudi Arabia getting title shots. It just so happens Logan Paul is actually signed to the roster. He's a part-timer. You know what? I would rather a part-timer in a throwaway match in Saudi Arabia, the event that y'all claim y'all don't watch any fucking way. I digress. That's another conversation for another time. I would rather a part-timer in a throwaway match versus like a full-timer who's always on TV. Because Logan Paul can get his ass beat by the bloodline and disappear into the Royal Rumble, which is probably what's going to happen.
I'm about to say, most likely.
So, like, nobody loses here, bro, besides Logan Paul. And he don't lose because he's getting paid.
Yeah. And there might be some.
How many followers do he got on Instagram?
The hell? Listen, it's
and
YouTube in millions,
multiple millions.
Yeah,
he probably. It's Googleable, so I will check on that. But he has so many followers. It's just how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? That's why celebrities get brought in here because they got followers. They bring exposure to people that don't watch wrestling, and then they see Logan Paul, who's one of the biggest influencers, probably the biggest influencer out here. Bad Bunny, the biggest recording artist right now. Johnny Knoxville so fucking pop. Pat McAfee is the most popular independent sports analyst, and all these people have competed in the WWE ring this year.
I'm personally
for a reason.
All of them,
for exposure.
All of the rest of them. Like
what's so bad about Logan Paul?
I just don't care.
I understand when Logan Paul first was brought in, you're like, what the fuck is this guy doing here? But he has proven himself twice. He's proven himself twice.
This was my thing. Like, I didn't drag it like most people do. And I even said, like, he had a great match at SummerSlam.
And that Mania.
The match he had at Mania. I'm like, in ring, he's great. But I knew what was going to happen when he showed up on Friday. And I'm just like, my reaction was the same reaction as the crowd, which was nothing. Anytime this dude talked, there was the worst reaction you can get is no reaction when you in the ring. And this dude was not getting no type of reaction at all. And I see why. Like, it
and
just like,
I get that because they trying to book him as a babyface for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
When he was a heel, he got reactions.
Exactly. Like that's all you need. And it's just simple tweaking. It's the same thing with Ronda, right?
Yeah.
Like, Ronda got mainstream appeal because, you know what? She was unlikable. Logan Paul, for better or worse, is unlikable, but he's not a bad dude. He's one of the dudes that you just get sick and tired of seeing everywhere and doing everything. But when you play into that and intentionally try to piss people off, now you're getting a reaction. Now there's something worth seeing. But obviously you can't be a bigger heel than Roman Reigns, so he has to be the other side. But that's why it's like, again, I'm not like raging about it. I just like, man, I really don't care about this shit. Like, I think that the best part of that segment on SmackDown was Paul, because it's like, if you paired him up with anybody else, this wouldn't have been worth watching. Shout out to Fredo Heyman for coming back after that F5.
Yeah.
But the other end of that is that why I say this could be going somewhere else is that wherever Logan goes, there's a good chance his brother's going to show up somewhere. And his brother actually tweeted out about the announcement of the match, that he might have to show up to Saudi when he has that match. And he has his fight with Anderson Silva a week before this.
Oh, so yeah, he'll just checking that. When is that? Yeah,
he'll be all cleared up to show up in Saudi. So
I already bet my money on Jake Paul. I know how that goes.
I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be really sad. Like, I hope Anderson ain't taking that check to put this guy over.
If Woodley took the check,
man, it's crazy. It's really crazy out here. But yeah, I'm guessing, if I had to guess, the Paul brothers are getting ready to maximize all of this shit, because I mean, however that weekend goes with Jake and his fight, he shows up to Saudi Arabia, we're gonna be getting all the talk about a WrestleMania match coming up. You know,
hey,
in Hollywood with 2 nights of WrestleMania.
Hey, listen to me, and I'm gonna get real intimate with my listeners real quick.
Oh boy,
I'm gonna get the mic close.
Oh boy.
I thrive off negativity. So let's keep it real negative, Paul. I'm gonna call you Paul, DJ Paul, Mr. Levesque, or as I pronounced it as a kid, Mr. Levesque. Let me talk to you real quick.
Facts.
Big facts. But let me talk to you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Logan Paul's already on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
Signed his brother. Had him beat the Usos. And have them beat the Usos record. Then we getting real negative.
Whoa.
If I thought hashtag you niggas was mad before, I'm with it.
Oh my god.
My green screen messing up. So let me just real quick before we start anything. I want to give a shout out to my girls, man. I want to give a shout out to my girls right here, man. The Aces. We won it all. Yeah. I've been waiting for them to win it all since they came to Las Vegas. I've been waiting to celebrate. First ever championship in Las Vegas sports history. Factual.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
Which is crazy, because who also won a championship from Las Vegas this past week? We're going to talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about
it. We definitely did get to that. Oh, it's funny, too, because I just saw this, because we was talking about how they celebrated in the stadium, and I'm thinking the Raiders game is over. Apparently it's not, and they're in overtime. So that that could be like a real seesaw effect going on right now in Vegas.
That's how I felt when I found out Mark Davis bought the Aces. I was like, damn, we ain't never winning shit, because the Raiders don't fucking win nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you might be right on that.
Yeah, that's gonna be real scary. I'm not against the Pauls and the Usos, and if the story is right, I wouldn't even be against them winning. But you talking about breaking Usos record?
Hey, let's get real negative in here.
That. I don't know if I could do that. But I will say, if you
in the
bring
words
Jake
of Seth Rollins' theme music, burn it down.
Oh, I will say, if you bring Jake in, he needs to do the talking. Logan needs to shut up, and I don't care how negative we get.
Because Jake get more heat than Logan.
Exactly, he is a heat man. Jake Paul is made for pro wrestling. If you really think about it,
y'all seen Jake Paul at WrestleMania when he was on the kickoff show.
Yeah,
that's why I said it's only a matter of time he coming in too. But Logan, I think Logan did like one thing that just pissed people off, and they hold on to that forever. Now he was, taking videos of dead bodies, which but he apologized. Like, it's been years for that. Like, he ain't did no stupid shit since. I don't think we can hold it against him.
I think the thing with Logan, he's just a cornball in everybody's eyes, and I get that. But Jake is the heat magnet. So if you pair the two of them up,
tag titles,
I won't be mad.
Tag title them.
Speaking of, apparently those titles are getting a facelift, which ain't really a facelift if the leaked pictures are to be believed. All it is the
straps about to make the belts two-tone
black. No, they're gonna get the black strap again, and basically it's gonna look pretty much the same, instead of like the Spartan helmets in the middle. It's gonna be like the WWE symbol in the middle, and everything else is kind of gonna look the same, pretty much.
So, but that's back to one set of tag titles.
Hopefully, and that's if it was an accurate picture. I don't know for sure, but yeah, we'll definitely see.
It's been the longest rumor report in Young Kings wrestling history.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just keep. We got any more?
No. That's
we got more.
nah, we good.
We good. So, what happened to that boy?
Okay.
We got a new addition. Oh, what happened to that boy? We back because we found somebody that's possibly missing. We're not going do super duper speculation as per previous conversation, but
What happened to that boy?
So, this is yet another active APB that I have to put out here because I brought it up. I first brought it up last week, and I just forgot to bring it up. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna leave it on the table just in case, because Trips looks out for his guys, his people that he spotlighted, and we might see him over the course of the week. Watched all the week of wrestling, he didn't show up. So now this is an official APB that's getting put out for one, Robert Roode. Where are you? Where have you been? And it really kind of started because I saw Dolph came back. He then came back with his boy. So that means the tag team is split up. No more dirty dogs, which I'm okay with. I didn't care for that.
And they was together before. Like they had popped up, did some shit with Theory a while back, and then they disappeared, and then Dolph came back fucking with Theory again like 2 weeks later.
Yeah. The last they were together doing that, and then all of a sudden just dropped off. Now, Bobby's been in the Fed for about 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about 2016, 2017. Had a run with the NXT title. Did his best work in the company at that time in NXT, if you ask me. And then they just brought him up. And
it's a low bar.
Yeah. But they brought him up, and then they never let him be a proper heel. And when they did, he was in a tag team. It just wasn't cutting it. But in terms of today, we have not actually seen Robert Roode. I'm checking it here. In 5 months. I think the last, the last actual sighting of Mr. Robert Roode
on TV.
Yeah. Of last note. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen nothing about any injuries, nothing like that. I made sure to check. But the last time we saw him, I think was the Matt. Yeah. No. He wasn't the Dre, wasn't
he? Yeah, that was the last time he was on TV. Last time before that was a few weeks prior when they was on NXT. If we don't count NXT,
that's what I'm real.
It was like the night before that on Raw. So since March.
Yeah, because they was having that because Dolph was the NXT champion and he had the whole feud with Braun and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I forgot he was in the Dre. So so about 4.5 going on 5 months now.
Hasn't worked at all since June.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that because
like assuming that everything is okay.
I honestly like if and when they bring him back, I just need to go back to that, that smooth talking heel from back in 2016. Because I mean, like, it's not setting the world on fire, but it's the best traction that his character was getting. You know what I'm saying?
And be Robert Roode, who was Robert Roode initially in TNA. Just be that person, but a little bit more grizzled, a little more seasoned. Well, maybe winding down and about to retire or something. I don't know.
Maybe, but I like that character is perfect for this mid card right now, especially when you build in the mid card titles back up again. Finally,
give me Bobby versus Bobby.
Hell yeah! Listen.
I gotta that see is the perfect before too.
DJ Paul loves him a heel champion. That is a perfect mid card heel champion for however long you want him to be. Like if you want to build up a new star that can come up through the mid card, Bobby Roode is a perfect foil for that whatever star that is to be coming up. Any one of them, like whether it's the U.S. title or the IC title.
So I didn't know. Actually, this is another today in history anniversary. 2014. Bobby Roode defeated Bobby Lashley to win the Impact Championship, where Kurt Angle was a referee.
Well, I'll be damned.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Didn't know that. And then they had a last man standing match at Hardcore Justice the next year. So I gotta find that and check that out. It's probably interesting.
So yeah, we're looking for you, Bobby. Yeah. And again, preface it by saying, hopefully it's nothing health related or anything in a negative end, that anything is going on with him life wise. But if it's none of those things, if it's nothing that you needed to take time off for, then yeah, we need to send that APB out and locate my guy and get him back on TV, because SmackDown could use him.
Yeah, and I'll listen.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Because I've been waiting, so I can keep waiting a little bit longer if I have to. It is what it is. But where we at with it on our schedule? Let's talk about SmackDown. We already talked about Logan Paul, Roman Reigns. They had their little situation, and then the Bloodline came out there, was like, "Hey, yo, son," it was really good. And then Logan Paul, he ran away. He because listen, you got a 4-on-1 and Paul Heyman. Hey,
this nigga's scared.
I would run too though. So yeah, and then we got a Solo Sikoa. He took on actually no. It was Sami Zayn versus Ricochet, like right after that.
Yeah.
Ricochet ends up getting the win. Ricochet been getting dubs lately.
Oh man.
Triple H took over.
In the last 2 months, we done rehabilitated that man's career so much.
Hey, big facts. So he been getting dubs. He got a dub over Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's only won like 3 matches on TV all year. But what else happened in this match? Jey Uso and Sami Zayn ended up getting into it, and that's how Sami Zayn ended up losing. So backstage, Jey Uso got punked out by his baby brother. He said, "It's your fault, Us. You wasn't on your game tonight. I fucks with Sammy, so Sammy can accompany me down when I defend this championship against the Mad Capper." I didn't pay attention to that match, but listen. One, you getting punked out by your baby brother. Your baby brother's also a rookie. You've been in the company 12 years now, maybe 13 on main.
13. About 13, yeah.
Your brother has been on main for 2 weeks. And you just sat there with the I eat ass face and let him just do whatever you said. All right. That's how you feel, Oos? Okay. And then I seen somebody else saying in the comments, they was like Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso and Cannon, for Solo Sikoa's background, we follow him in NXT. And now NXT is canon to the main roster since Triple H is taking over. If y'all remember, Solo Sikoa in the little video vignettes when he first debuted, it was talking about how he was abandoned by his family and he had to learn to survive on his own. So he low-key don't fuck with his family anyway. So yeah, he's gonna find a little bit more of a companion in this fan, in the honorary Us, than his actual fan. But that's just fucking Jey Uso up more in his head, because like, one, Roman gaslight me.
Oh my God.
2, now my baby brother just, and then Jimmy just over there just smiling like, man, I love these niggas. I hope everything work out for us, Us. I'm just along for the ride.
The last 2 years, Jey Uso, that man is a case study in just a mental break. Because I mean,
I'll say they don't do long-term storytelling. They've been doing it for about 3 years going on. 3 years.
Oh hell, without question. Like Roman put him through the ringer mentally, and to the point that this dude is a mad dog at this point. Like Sammy's just trying to be affiliated. He ain't even trying to really be with it like that. He's just trying to be a part of the group.
He a fan,
you know what I'm saying?
Like he fucks with the
like he's just the mascot. You know what I'm saying? He's just big up in everybody, and you just you just let him have it. You just anytime he breathes, you just give him with the meme like I'm pussy, all in his face.
Facts.
And now Solo like, yo, I rock with him. You just looking at him like, yo, Jay is really gonna lose it at some point.
So like I know we're expecting like Sami Zayn to get jumped out the crew and everything, but like what if Jey Uso the one that get jumped out the crew?
I don't know if that. What I do think is gonna happen, and I'm gonna love it too. This is gonna blow up into a feud.
Or what if Jey Uso jump them niggas and fuck them up and just dissect? Divest is the word I'm looking for. Divest.
I think it'll definitely turn out to be Sammy versus Jey, and probably whoever lose gotta lead the family or whatever, gotta be out. And one that's gonna be a fire match because we done watched main event Uso have his run, so we know he got bangers in him. Sammy done just been putting on a catalog in the last couple weeks, to a couple months now, since he been rolling with them. So this at some point in time within the next couple months, this is gonna blow up, and they're gonna have a big ass match, and it's gonna be some high stakes in it. And I think that's how you turn Sami Zayn into that baby face, because the Toronto crowd, the Canada crowd, not Toronto, the Montreal. Canada crowd, yeah, Montreal. They already let you know what his ceiling is, and the last couple of weeks since then, the crowd's just been like hyping him up even more. So the second he
finally got a T-shirt,
the honorary
Sami Zayn finally got a new T-shirt. He don't got to keep wearing that. I know that shirt he got on Sting. I know it. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. He got a shirt finally. He got a Bloodline shirt.
It's about damn time. It's about damn time.
It's about damn time.
Man. But it's gonna be like a similar to a Daniel Bryan moment. Like once they kick him out, or if they have that match between the two of them and he just lose and he got to be out the set now. That's how you turn that story around. Like we might see Sammy versus Roman somewhere down the line. It could happen.
I say Sammy should be the one to, maybe if we find a way to separate these two belts, you can have Sammy take one of them mugs, and the other one give it to Cody, Jay, whoever. It's good to have options, ain't it?
Jay gotta have a redemption story, man. He been through so much.
He been through the ringer
so much, man.
Like it's storytelling 101. You got the dude, and he got introduced, and then we hit the climax. He's going through the conflict, and now it's time for redemption.
Like it's a timeline. This dude went from listen, I can't get separated from my twin. He was asking me which one I am. I finally get a title shot. It's against my cousin. My cousin turned out to be this evil, crazy tribal chief dude all of a sudden that I don't even know no more. And now he just gaslighting the hell out of me, telling me I can't provide for the head of the table. And then for 2 matches straight, gonna beat the hell out of me, choke my brother out in front of me to the point that it's like now I gotta suck it up. I gotta fall in line. And it's like, I got something out of it. I got titles. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 titles with my brother. You know what I'm saying? My little brother just got his title. We all together. But now just random dudes off the street up here infiltrating the group and getting favor like this. And my little brother rocking with him too. Like, nah, man. It's only so much a human being can take.
Yeah, big facts. And now the Usos got to defend the belts next week against the Brawling Brutes, Ridge Holland and Butch. Listen,
fire.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope. But who you got winning that one, man? Because I don't know. We talking about somebody snapping and losing their mind.
Yeah. Listen, that's coming, but I don't think they're gonna lose to them too. Butch and Ridge. That's a good stable. That's a good group. I like them. I don't think they're
not champion material.
They're not at the point yet where we could say like, yeah, they could beat the Usos for the titles, like, because that's where we're at now. We got to think about who could we think that would be that would get the big enough push that they would beat the Usos, or that they would, or someone would beat or Roman, because that's at that point, if you beat them for the titles, then you're putting the rocket on their backs.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're there at that point just yet. It's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be a fire match, but I don't know if they would be taking the win just yet. I think we still got a while before the Usos will to drop the titles to anybody.
Agreed. And real quick, we got some more bloodline talk coming up, but I want to see this. This is coming up this Friday on SmackDown, and they got me more hyped for it because of the segment this past week. But Otis and Braun,
Big meaty man slapping meat.
yeah,
Now, for real though, I'm definitely digging that.
Like y'all can lie to yourself if you want to.
Listen, everybody that want to act fake outraged over the fact that Braun is back, listen. At the end of the day, where did you really see this man in terms of companies? Where else did you really see him, not just in his character, but like thriving? There was no other environment that was really going to work.
Like, I thought Impact would have brought him in, but like, that's about it.
It wouldn't have been like, he wouldn't have had the.
He wouldn't have been presented as well.
Exactly, because Impact doesn't do that with big guys like that. Like
they did pretty decent with like W. Morrissey, Big Cass.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah, outside of that, like, nah.
It hasn't been a thing. Like, Vince has always had a niche for finding those bigger guys and making them work. Big Show. He made Khali a world champion, bro. And Khali could barely walk.
He made Great Khali an icon.
Yeah. That, like, damn. Kevin Nash, like, just all of these guys. He finds them and he makes them work. He cultivates them into. He was
working on Omos until he started being a nasty man.
Yeah, yeah, it got bad out here. But no, this is always where Braun was going to end up to really thrive, and this is going to be another example of that, because I'm hyped to see him in Otis. Like, I was hyped before this happened.
Thanks.
But the fact that they just came out and said, nah, we want the ones right now, and then Otis got him up and slammed him and everything like that. I'm like,
the world's strongest slam. Otis, okay.
Like, he really about this. I'm here for it, bro.
Hey.
Bumming meat.
Give me that. All of it.
About to be.
All the beef. Yeah. All the beef. Let's talk about the bloodline some more, man, because we had the NXT 2.0 year anniversary. And in the main event, well, actually, let's talk about what happened. They had a fan vote, Cyber Sunday back. You got the vote. Who Carmelo Hayes was going to face between Joe Gacy, was his name Dino Dan? Jurassic Jeff?
Oh, yeah. That what's his fucking
Velociraptor Vaughn?
I just don't care. Why is he still on my TV?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Anyway, y'all knew he wasn't winning shit. And then Wesley was always the obvious choice. Because of course, Wesley versus Carmelo Hayes. Come on, son.
Oh my goodness.
We needed that. And Melo, he him and Trick call Wesley slipping in the locker room, man. And
oh man.
Really for the first time in Carmelo Hayes' tenure, I did not like that man. I was talking all my
this
shit.
This nigga's scared.
I thought he was being pussy. And Wesley was not able to compete. And so, we don't have an opponent for Carmelo Hayes until the Bloodline's own street champion returned to NXT. He said, "No, y'all thought I was gone." Said, "Since you've been gone." "No, I ain't gone. I'm here." He showed back up, and even Wade Barrett and Vic Joseph, they was like, "We thought he was on SmackDown." Wade Barrett, "I thought he was on SmackDown, Vic." But nah, he came in and low-key, he cooked Melo.
Yeah. Because I mean, what else do you think was gonna happen? Like, good and well, Roman told this man, like, if you go back down to NXT, you better not come back unless you got a championship. Like, if you're gonna be rolling with me, you see we all got gold, right? So if you go back down there at any point in time, you better not come back unless you got something around your waist.
Big
So
facts.
we knew what
Sami
we knew what time it
Zayn.
was.
Sami Zayn, you need to get some gold too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, Dana Brooke, keep both eyes open. Because by any means, he gonna try to get some gold.
I'm about to say, like,
but nah,
we're gonna start checking around here because
facts.
my dude only 2 weeks in, he done already got his. Like, Sam, you've been around for a while. Like,
Couple months, you've been trying to begin.
it's yeah, like you gotta
a handshake, custom handshake with Jimmy Uso, all that, but no gold.
yeah, you gotta earn some stripes around here.
You need something. Yeah,
you're not
but
paying dues.
back Carmelo Hayes, man. Listen, clock's ticking now.
Oh yeah. Listen,
Clock's
one
ticking
way
for Big Bron.
or another. One way or another. Braun Breaker, count your days, brother.
Big facts.
Like I said what I wanted to happen, but listen, I can live with this as long as we still going to the main end result.
Yeah, man.
Which y'all know.
Time for the A champion to win the actual A championship.
That's a fact.
And what else happened on this anniversary, man? Let me just say, Hank Walker is a terrible name for a wrestler. Now that he has a contract, he needs a wrestler name. Yeah, it's a bad name. Don't have this man be Hank Walker no more.
That is not in good taste.
Nah, no, I've kind of enjoyed that story. Like it's been real low key. Like just the security guard just trying to do his job the right way, and you got all these unruly people in NXT because you know how dangerous the parking lot is. So, and then we had the Creed brothers versus Pretty Deadly for the tag titles, a cage match. That was gangster.
Man.
I don't know how y'all did that ending. That was great.
Yeah. I'm like, I could watch them two or those four have a bunch of matches back and forth nonstop. But listen, I said this before a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna say it
might
again.
Be the best rivalry in NXT this year.
It might be. It might be. But I said this before. I'm gonna say it again. Julius Creed, whenever it's time to put him solo.
Oh, him.
Oh my God. Listen, man.
Like Brutus nice too, but like his brother, like and we talked about this like about a week or two ago. His Julius was down there at the Performance Center for about like 3-4 months before Brutus got signed. So right. He, and it kind of shows because he's more advanced. But no, he caught on like Kurt Angle type.
Hell yeah.
But no, yeah, love it. And then we got Alba Fire is the number one contender to Mandy Rose's championship. That's your pick. This is the longest reigning women's champion in WWE history. Yeah. I don't care if the record book says anybody different. It might. But we don't acknowledge that person.
No.
So
no, thank you.
Kaylee Ray / Alba Fire is second on that list. In my eyes, she's number one. So I think she should be start being treated as such, as the longest reigning champion in WWE women's history.
Yeah. At this point, I don't know who else can do it.
Nah.
Like, cause
they've been kind of keeping her on ice since they brought her over to America.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well do it now, Sean.
Yeah, we done cycled through so many different challenges at this point. It's like, who else is there? Because I don't think did they have a one-on-one match? I think they might have had one.
It's Googleable.
Her and Kaylee, because I know they had the Fatal 4-Way. That Io Shirai was in before she left. And I think Cora Jade was in there too. Yeah, it was her, Cora, Kaylee, and Io. And then she had the match with Zoe later on after that. But yeah, no, I don't remember if they had a one-on-one before. If they did, I don't see any reason why she would have lost that.
Nah, I'm not seeing a one-on-one. At least not since the name change. So let me see about that.
Yeah, because now, oh, they did. They had one.
Yeah, in February 8th, Mandy Rose beat her. No DQ, nothing. It was Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we need to right that wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Like this is that's the only problem that comes about it, because it's like, again, you done went through one name after another, and you only had but so many fresh faces that you could put into that picture. Like Cora never had a one-on-one shot, but now she's a heel, so it don't make sense.
Mhm.
And then Roxanne just showed up, and she's a good baby
I
face.
wouldn't be
but
shocked if they sent her up anyway. I doubt she even get to touch that.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's too unpredictable. Like either it's gonna take a while for her to get there, or she just goes right up. And Nikita, I think, is gonna be going up sooner than later too.
Mm-hmm.
So what else do you really had to work with? You know what I'm saying? You just had Zoe challenge. She didn't get it, so like you kind of just running out of options at this point.
Yeah.
And listen, Mandy don't have nothing else to do in NXT. Like she can go back up tomorrow and she can run the ones with anybody. I don't care who it is. I would want, listen, perfect scenario. Whenever Charlotte comes back, Mandy needs to be right there waiting to meet her. Whenever that happens. The second Charlotte comes back on TV, the next person, like, remember when Taker showed up in 2011 and they had the whole thing about him coming back and they thought it was Sting for a minute?
Yeah.
But he showed up, and before his music even stopped playing. Yeah,
as soon as he
before
picked
his
the
music
mic
even
up,
stopped playing,
his mouth.
Boom.
Time to play the game.
Triple H showed up. I want that same thing. Charlotte shows up. She takes the mic. Before she can say a word, you hear that toxic. And Mandy comes.
It is toxic.
Yeah. It's got to be toxic. It's got to be toxic. She comes back out right now, get right in her face, let her know, like, listen, you've been gone all this time, and I've been handling my business. So it's great that you back and all that, but I'm her right now. It ain't you.
Hermisha.
And we gotta set that up ASAP. So I need that.
Facts. And then also shout out to my guy, the super diva Quincy Elliott, making his TV debut.
He done got the perfect mix of Mabel and Goldust in one.
Man, perfect.
Like, that's all I was seeing the whole match. I'm like, oh man.
No,
the
gear was a Mabel shout out to. So.
Oh yeah, okay. I figured that.
So yeah, big shout out to that. And I'm gonna just be, this dude has gotten so much better. Like I used to ringside taking pictures and recording video of his matches a year ago, and now I'm watching him on TV. And then in the same episode, another guy I've sat ringside and took pictures of won a championship. Shout out to Solo Sikoa. Shout out to Quincy. Shout out to Vegas wrestling scene, man. Big facts.
Yes, sir.
Y'all doing big things. Karrion Kross doing big things. We doing big things.
Oh yeah, him and Drew about to have a banger.
Woo!
Probably at Extreme Rules. He done choked that man out twice on national TV.
Yeah. Hey, give me that.
Big meaty man slapping meat.
I'm ready. And I might bet on that. Put some money on Drew Mack. I told you I can bet on wrestling. But at the end of this anniversary, we had a little vignette recapping the last year and talked about evolution, no pun intended, as well. It was Shawn Michaels, never mind on that, but disregard it. Anyway, it was Shawn Michaels talking about evolution of, things constantly evolve. And then we've seen the NXT 2.0 logo change to like a white and gold logo. And I'm gonna just keep it real to you. A logo changing colors will only pop simple-minded people. Y'all shouldn't have got so excited over that. Because y'all still enjoyed the show the last year, right?
Of course.
So why do it matter? Oh, black and gold is back. As I said, nothing fundamentally is going to change. We just debuted the Super Diva. I'm just saying, we just debuted the Super Diva. It's still going to be 2.0. It's just logo going to be different. It's not going to be called 2.0 no more. The booking going to be the same. We ain't about to get them long, drawn out Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa ass matches. Yeah. Triple H probably going to do that shit on main roster because that's what he's been doing every single week now.
Like they got promotions. They doing that on the TV that can afford to take up that much time.
Facts. So yeah, y'all was tripping. Y'all need to calm down.
Oh man, yeah.
Y'all get excited over the littlest shit, bro. Like, come on.
Y'all lit the beacons after that happened. It was crazy.
Like, I was embarrassed. I had to log off. I was like, what are y'all acting like this? And I do that constantly. Like, I log off whenever like something happens, and I'm like, you know what? I say I thrive off negativity, but sometimes y'all just be annoying. I don't even be nothing negative happening. It just be just simple shit happening, and y'all lose your mind. It pisses me off. So I just log off.
Yeah, man.
But when it's something that I know is gonna piss y'all off, then I get excited. But if it's something that shouldn't be making y'all upset, the fuck?
Yeah, some of y'all gotta chill out.
Don't be tripping, bro.
If y'all gonna be hype about anything, just be hype about the fact that them colors are gone. Like
I don't like the colors. I didn't really care for like. Listen, every wrestling show I've pretty much watched over my entire life has been like dark, except for like maybe SmackDown at some point. So like NXT, it was lit up. It seemed exciting. Like the crowd was hyped still. I was like, it's actually refreshing. You know what I mean? It's different. It's something different. The in-ring stuff wasn't bad. Like it was cool to see new people who I did not know for the most part.
Yeah, no, like I didn't think the product was really going to suffer like that. I felt like
to me it was better than it was for because that shit we had to suffer once the pandemic hit.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
Y'all can't tell me that shit wasn't at times like, all right, it's kind of boring, my nigga.
It got
except when Bailey and Sasha came around, it was decent TV.
Oh, they was MVPs the whole pandemic.
Yeah. After that, like it was hit or miss sometimes. And y'all didn't like it neither because y'all started saying it was trash and started saying Dynamite was so much better. And then when they turned to 2.0, all of a sudden y'all liked all that shit from the last year and a half.
Oh my god.
Big cap.
Yeah.
Why you always lying?
Yeah, I was on some shit. Yeah, no, I don't know. I was never big on the aesthetic of it. But yeah, the product, the product.
It reminded me of In Living Color.
A little bit. As long as we keep it Wale's music, I ain't really complaining either way.
Yeah, don't play that one. Listen, over the last year, 2.0, the worst thing y'all ever did was had that white woman rapping in that ring.
Oh, Ali J.
And then, so as long as that theme song is gone, because they got like 4 theme songs for NXT.
Yeah.
Keep Wale, get rid of the white girl, and we good. And if we gotta have Wale get commissioned to do a whole new song, so be
that. Do that.
Get all the rappers who are wrestler fans. Wale, Smoke DZA, West Side Gun.
I'm about to say you won't ever see West Side on AEW TV again if he be like, yo, I need you to cut a check to do a theme song for the show. Like I bet money on that.
Hey yo, NXT. Hey yo, we're cooking that dope. You know how that goes. Yeah, let's talk about Monday Night Raw.
I would like to see Ali J again. Just don't have her rap no more.
Yeah, like I couldn't listen. I didn't even know what this woman looked like. I had no idea that the performance was even going to take place when it did. So like, I just hear some terrible rapping.
Yeah,
and bad. I didn't even care to just look. I couldn't even watch it on mute. I was like, this is embarrassing. Stop. Let's go into Monday Night Raw real quick. We can get y'all up out of here if y'all still listening. We appreciate y'all.
Thanks.
One day I'm gonna do a contest for the middle of the show, and then y'all have to keep listening to the end of the show, or at least like real deep into the show. And then we're gonna do a contest, and y'all have to go tweet me a word of the word of the week. We're gonna start doing word of the week contest.
Oh, that's smart. You smart. I like that.
Yeah. So y'all gotta listen the whole episode, and y'all get a prize or something. What the prize is? Probably a t-shirt. You know, we got hella t-shirts over here. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw, man. In the main event, we had Edge versus Dominic. I don't know what we call him, Dominic Ripley.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're not Mysterio no more. And you whenever Edge is gonna be off TV for a while, he get his ass cooked. Man.
He got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
So
yeah, they lay into that shit
facts.
every time.
So we probably not gonna see Edge for about I'll if I had to predict 4 to 5 weeks, it's more than enough time for him to chill out, and then bring him and Beth back, and we can run that mixed tag at Crown Jewel, like I predicted.
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, I got about one more week of Beth with these Jason memes and getting sneakers and stuff like that before I be like, no, listen, are you gonna show up and handle this shorty or not?
Are you all talk or what?
Because you putting a lot of vibes out here that I don't know if you really about. And I remember Beth. Beth was an OG. She was not playing when she showed up. She debuted scrapping. She came up. Was it Mickey? She went and grabbed Mickey out the blue and just started throwing hands. That's how we got introduced to Beth. So I know that
before
Beth,
or after she broke her nose.
I want to say it was 4.
I think that was how she initially debuted, and then she came back. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and then it got delayed. Like her debut got delayed because of the broken nose. But yeah, no, like that. I know that Beth was about it, but see, this Beth now, got domesticated, got married, you got kids. I don't know if this Beth is about it because you doing a lot of talking, but we're not there. And Renee too, you ain't slick either. Cause I seen you tweeting that Ty Conti talking about, keep your hands off my husband, stuff like that. You ain't never put hands on nobody. So let's
come on now. You just like all these other backstage interviewers, and it's something. What type of training do they go through or something to be a backstage interviewer in WWE?
I don't know.
Because soon as they pass the training, they just be so spicy, knowing they can't get touched.
I told you there was a span of time where I was
Renee,
looking at
Kayla, the Irish nigga.
Like it was Kayla was saying some shit for a minute in these interviews, and I'm looking at her like, you do know, like, you half the size of everybody in this locker room right now, right? Even the women. That is not a good look for you right now. But yeah, I need Beth to stop playing. If she really wants to smoke, she can have a singles with Rhea while Edge is away. And then we can set up the mixed tag later on. But I need some action behind all this, these subtle little hints that you're throwing out here.
Yeah, give me some, man. And real quick, since we still on the subject of Edge versus Dominic Mysterio,
I'm packing the Edge. Guess what?
Peasants.
Because during this match, Raymond Mysterio bring that ass here.
Boy.
During this match, every week we talk about this guy being a terrible father, and it turns out he's also a terrible friend. Because while your friend is working, I don't care, your friend and your son are at work.
Yep.
You have been wrestling for over 30 years, Ray. It is a job. Edge has been wrestling for over 30 years. It is a job. And I feel like you, a 30-year veteran of the game, you should respect it, especially you, one of the most beloved baby faces of all time. You should respect when somebody is at work and working. And there was no respect shown whatsoever. Because what did you do, Mr. Raymond Mysterio? You came and tried to interfere in the match. You said, Edge, no, it has to be a better way. No, he said he was going to, your son tried to be a grown man and getting grown man's business. He was getting treated like a grown man. Edge said that. Edge apologized to Ray before he declared it. Because Edge is a good friend.
Exactly.
Edge is a good
friend. You wasn't going to whoop the kid's ass, so I got to do it for you.
So you jumped in the ring mid-match while somebody is working. You trying to be a father, all of a sudden it is too late now.
Far too late.
You trying to work from behind. Okay? You was trying to be like Marcus Mariota and the Falcons today. Didn't cut it. It's too late for all that. It's too late for all that. And what happened? You ended up costing Edge the match. And Edge ended up getting his ass cooked all because of you. Edge might have would have won the match if you didn't show your face.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
and this is why I started hating Rey Mysterio to begin with. Ask anybody that I'm cool with on Twitter. 2011, couldn't stand Rey Mysterio. Because why? Because Rey Mysterio used to always butt in everybody's business. And it used to piss me off. That's why I didn't like Rhino and TNA back in like the mid 2000s. Because he always just be in everybody's fucking business.
He did too.
When babyface is being everybody's business, that shit pissed me off, bro. Because like, why? Mind your own business, bro.
Right.
I think just because y'all both baby faces, they gonna fuck with you. No, you don't got no beef with these niggas. Which I mean, in this case, is different. Yeah, you got beef with the Judgment Day, but you could have been handled that. We've been saying that. You could have been handled that business. It would have never got to this point, but now it's gotten to this point, and you just scrambling. I feel you should just go away, let go, and let God. That's what you need to do, Ray.
I think we should take into account too that since 2020, there have been two separate factions that have come into Ray's life and not only cooked his ass, but
innocent
got in, but he brings his family around, and they became casualties of these groups. Buddy Murphy came up and took this dude's daughter away to the point that like she was on vacation with the dude and all this other stuff. And
I'm gonna stop talking. In the words of Lil Boosie, don't get me started.
Yeah, like he gets showed up. First off, he was the enemy, and you didn't address him back then. Then he shows up, try to be a friend, and Dom was giving him more energy than you was, because you was on that forgiving tip, which again, like, what kind of father are you being right now, bro? Now, and that was with Seth. That was with Seth in this group, and you lost your eye at one point during that. So it's like that's going on. And then now you got Judgment Day, and the son who you literally fought in a ladder match for custody of, you just let this woman swoop in and obviously turn him out, but just corrupt his mind to the point that he just looking at you like the little kid, like, you're not my dad. Like he looking at you like that now because he don't really rock.
Hey, do I have that soundbite?
I think it was, we had it on one episode, right?
I could have swore I had it. I don't know.
Yeah. I clipped it like last week. That had me in tears, bro.
I could have sworn I did have it a long time ago. Here we go.
You're not my dad.
Yeah. That's the type of time Dom is on right now. And you fought in a ladder match for this kid's custody, but you wouldn't fight 2 seconds against the woman for the sake of just keeping him. And now we see where we at right now. So that I would take that as a sign that maybe it's time for you to, number one, stop bringing your family around, but number two,
I've been said that.
Maybe you just take a step back and kind of just slide out gracefully, because this is not a place for you anymore.
I agree.
I don't feel like this is the right place for you to be.
And I got a message for Dominic too, man.
First of all, he don't even know what to do with all that. She need an unapologetically African alpha male to handle that. He can't handle that. He don't even know what to do with that. Okay?
What else happened on Monday Night Raw?
Dom can't fight either.
No, he can't. I've seen it. He don't got no hands. He don't got no hands at all. His daddy had to fight his battles for 2 years.
Right.
He don't got no hands. Now Rhea fighting your battles.
I'm about to say, Rhea whooped your ass before you joined up with her. So
facts.
Tell me all I need to know.
Big facts. Johnny Gargano, Chad Gable, fire.
Yes.
Y'all knew it was gonna be fire, but yeah. Kevin Owens, Austin Theory. They had a little promo one. Y'all be gassing these Kevin Owens promos. All he do is scream into the mic. Calm down. Calm down. But
I just want the matches.
Yeah. But he did say some bars though, because he been kind of saying what I said about Theory before. Basically, cut all that shit out. Like, You were the chosen one.
Mhm.
Act like it. So now I'm very excited to see what Triple H about to do with Austin Theory to kind of, give him that edge. Randy Orton is I think the blueprint that he should be following for that. Because
Absolutely.
I mean, listen, I don't feel the way that y'all be feeling about Theory, man. I like him. I just think he need that edge. You got to cut out the selfie shit, which I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. Has he been doing the selfie shit still?
Yeah, still.
Okay. Cut the selfie shit out. Like, have somebody break this nigga phone and just have him snap or something. And then I think like he has everything else in the toolbox, but it's just like he just needs something to make people care. People don't care. They acknowledge he's good in the ring. They acknowledge he can talk on the mic.
Yeah.
But that level of heat that he got, because I was there at Money in the Bank. That heat that he got in the building, oh my God. It felt amazing because I was told that John Cena may or may not be in the building. So I'm expecting, even though it made no sense, I was expecting John Cena to be added to the Money in the Bank ladder match. He was not. It was Austin Theory. And when they announced Austin Theory, I was so excited. And then they announced Austin Theory. I was like, oh, man. But I liked it. I liked feeling like that. And I liked feeling how everybody else around me felt, because that's the entire point of wrestling, like an emotional investment. And they can't always give you what you want all the time. So I think like he has everything he needs, but he just needs that edge to make people really care about him, so he can get that heat that he got at Money in the Bank every single week.
That's been my thing about him since day one. Because I remember RN was talking about him. Shout out to my guy. He was saying like back in the Indies, he was talking about, yo, this dude gonna have it when he gets signed, when he go up.
If you watch Austin Theory on the Indies, you could tell that immediately.
Yeah. And when they started presenting him with this goofy ass gimmick, I'm like, okay, that ain't gonna hit. Like, I'm watching him wrestle, he can go. I hear him talk a few times. Okay, he can talk, but it's the same shit I say about Riddle. Like, all this extra, all this extra pothead bullshit that they do. It's like, that's not gonna cut it for me. He can wrestle. If he seriously talks, he can talk. But that presentation of all this dude shit,
bro,
and bro this and bro that, and little pot jokes on the side. Like, I don't care for that shit. I really don't. If you give them that edge that makes them either a strong heel or not a baby face, but a face with an edge, then I can get behind that.
Yeah.
So Theory, absolutely. Hopefully something happened. Like, Kevin need to smash his phone mid-match tomorrow night.
Yeah.
That's what need to happen.
If you do that and just have Theory just beat the shit out of Kevin Owens after that.
Yeah.
Like,
we off to the races.
Yeah, because Kevin Owens, I feel like, is in this weird phase of like he's being transitioned to being like a tweener / baby face.
Basically. You
want to really push that forward, and you really want to give Theory that edge. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah.
Off of one little action of the phone being broken.
Right.
I know they make good money, so he can buy himself a new phone. But principalities in this.
Hell yeah.
Big one. And then the Miz, bro. We need to get some better security in his house. Because all the resident weirdos of WWE just find their way into his crib.
Like, without any type of struggle or anything at all. Like, Bray just walks into that crib without like.
Which, like, he's a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
This dude be moving like Mystique. So I get it. But Dexter Lumis, on the other hand, has no superpowers. He has no powers.
Yeah.
He's just creepy. So the fact that your home was getting guarded and he still snuck in and drew pictures of your daughters. Like, I know you've been scared and you PTSD, all this shit, But when the kids get involved, I done told y'all, stop bringing up people's kids. Ronda Rousey done told y'all, stop bringing up people's kids.
Yeah, man. That's how people really mess around and get hurt.
The Dexter Lumisson brought up this man's kids. Now it's up to him to respond appropriately. So I will be sitting back, waiting over time is it over the next 24 hours to critique you if you do not do what you're supposed to do and handle your business.
Yes, sir.
I feel like if Maurice could, she'd get more buck than you. Because she the mama bear. Like, don't talk about my children. That's my French accent. It was terrible.
No, you know, Maurice don't play about that.
Hell no.
Like,
she don't play about a lot. If you watch Ms. and Mrs., she got it.
Yeah, like, and if she'll get on TV and start hyping up this nigga's nuts the way she do.
Hold on, Mike. Yeah, let me get real intimate to my listeners again. Michael Mazzani. The way you need to be, that energy you need to have about your kids, the same energy that George had about you at WrestleMania. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah.
And then probably my favorite thing that happened this past week on Monday Night Raw, we had the return of Omos, aka Nigzilla, aka
Big black nigga.
It was good to see him back on my TV, and it's good to use that soundbite again. It has been weeks. Yeah. Mr. Levisque, don't have me wait again a whole month or however long he been off TV.
Big facts.
Because when you take him off TV, you also taking Mr. P off TV. And you know, when you take Mr. P off TV, we don't like that. Yeah. Y'all forget his last name is Porter. When you take Mr. Porter off TV.
I don't like that. Don't do that.
He dropped a new song too, by the way.
I peeped. I gotta listen to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I retweeted it and I said real bars back, and he retweeted me. He know the realness. So I feel like when I go and listen to the song, let's say it's like 3 minutes long. After 3 minutes, I want to feel like this.
Now listen, that's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Ollie J, you know nothing about it.
Oh man, not at all.
Hit Row dropped a new song too. I haven't checked that out yet either.
That was
on
it?
Point. It was one of them ones.
That was on point. Yeah, man.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
That was that. They hit that. They took
Flavor
that.
in Year.
Flavor in Year beat. Yeah. They killed that.
It was a freestyle. They used a beat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a classic beat. So listen. You can say they killed it, but they got to meet my standard. If you rapping over classic beats, if you rapping over a beat that got a top 3 Christopher Wallace verse on it, and you rapping over a beat where LL Cool J just randomly sneezed for no reason. No, Biggie got one of the best lines in history in that verse. Yeah. Don't be mad. UPS is hired. Cause I want to clip that up and send that over to CM Punk in the Elite. Because UPS is hired. So I don't think y'all gonna get a job on national TV nowhere else.
Yeah. And we are hiring, by the way. I can give somebody a job.
Yeah.
In my spell.
Big facts. Hey man, what else we got this week, man? That's all I got on my
Oh. So they tapped in. If we didn't already know.
Seth. We know you listen,
Rollins.
Seth
Rollins.
We know that you listen, bro.
Yeah. And I wanted to just hit this one quick point. Shout out to Wrestling World because they have updated the timer. Because as of today, it has been 930 days since Mr. Seth Rollins has held WWE Championship Gold. So, to reiterate the point that I made last week, now that we finally in motion of doing something about that, I need Seth to walk away with some gold tomorrow night since the challenge got laid down for him and Bobby, I don't necessarily like seeing Bobby lose championships. But 930 days
unless
is a
they're
long
the
time.
people that I like Big E.
Yeah, 930 days is a real long time, and that's type crazy. But yeah, I appreciate you, Seth, for the listen. You could throw us a retweet or something like that while you at it.
Yeah, man, come on now. We about to tag you. We're gonna tag you in the post tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Don't block us.
Because we've been lobbying for this for a while, so it's about time that finally got something going about this.
Listen, don't block us, because I know you blocked me on my personal page a few years back. You unblocked me. I appreciate that. So I know, people, because I remember I was on your side when you and Will Ospreay was going back and forth. I'm still on your side. I'm still on the side of Seth Rollins and Will Ospreay, because Will Ospreay has shown that Seth Rollins was right the entire time. Y'all remember he was getting into it. Listen, when Kenny Omega basically called you a broke ass nigga too.
This broke ass bitch ass nigga.
Then maybe we right about it. I'm just saying.
Just saying.
But no, Seth, we appreciate you for the listen. We're gonna tag you and retweet you. Please don't block us. I don't know any wrestlers that currently have us blocked anywhere. Since we got lynched on Instagram, Corbin and Dave Bautista have unblocked us. So
that's interesting. So best of luck to you. Hope you win. And if you win, definitely shout us out, because I just updated the for you.
Yeah, Seth. You don't gotta shout us out. But you can come out wearing our logo colors or something. We'll get the message.
That's what I'm saying. Like that.
That's why I think Street Profits listen to us, because they come out in our colors all the time. Facts.
That the Dave Chappelle special where he talked about me and OJ, and he was like, I just gave him the wink to let him know that I saw him. Like, that's all I need. Just give us the wink. You know what I'm saying? Just give us the wink. That's cool. I'll settle for that.
A little something.
Yeah.
And we're gonna watch the Bears game too. That's why we got to close this show out right now. So plug your socials. I got
pop it on right now. All right, y'all can find me at Recap24.
I'm just ready to press play.
Yeah, y'all can find me at Recap24 on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, go check out the Havoc Hour, where I talk sports, entertainment, movies, and TV, everything like that. On all platforms where you find Young Kings Wrestling, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, and the video versions up on YouTube. Got a bunch of content up right now. I'm looking for a couple co-hosts for next weekend, so that I can get this next sports podcast out the way, and then I'm gonna get into all the list of TV and movies that I got to get to, that I got people waiting on. So, keep on the lookout for that. But a bunch of content up right now. Go check that out. And the Instagram page _ the Havoc Hour _
And I am the Thespian TC Fontaine. You can follow me if you feel so inclined to on Instagram at tc.fontaine. I posted on Instagram today for the first time in a while, only a story. And that's because my girls won a championship today, literally before we logged on. So I'm very excited, and that carried my energy throughout the day. So maybe my team should win championships more often. I thought we had a good show. And if you agree, let us know. Leave us a 5-star review. Thumbs up us on YouTube. All that good jazz. And follow Young Kings Wrestling everywhere at YK Wrestling, including Instagram. They whole asses. Follow us everywhere. Twitter, Facebook even. And check us out at YKWrestling.com. Website possibly coming soon.
Hey.
And as we always seem to do here, I'm going to get real intimate with my listeners again. I have a song for y'all. It's actually really relevant to the episode title. If you remember what I said the episode title was going to be, here we go. Here's the thing. We started out as friends. It was cool, but it was all pretend. Yeah. Since you've been gone, you're dedicated. You took the time. Wasn't long till I called you mine. Yeah. Since you've been gone. And all you ever hear me say is how I picture me with you. That's all you ever hear me say. But yeah, you never felt that way. But since you've been gone, I can now breathe for the first time. Still moving on, yeah. Thanks to you, now I get what I want. Since you've been gone,